Welcome students. This is the first class on digital land surveying and mapping. Today I will be discussing on digital land surveying introduction and application. So under this I will be discussing this, having the topic. I will first like to discuss the introduction, then I will discuss what is the need of this course or of this subject, and then the salient applications of this subject, and then different types of these surveying, and then what are the modern challenges, followed by the summary of this course of this class, and for you some glossary and review questions are given so that you can prepare yourself next. So digital land surveying and mapping. The word main thing is that surveying. What is surveying? Surveying is the science of measurement of the surface of the earth. Now in doing that, what we do, we generally find out the position of some salient points on the surface of the earth or near the surface of the earth, and then we represent the points on a piece of paper or map, which is finally called as map. Now at present there are so many developments takes place about the instrumentation and subsequently the techniques which we apply for the surveying work, and new technologies are coming day by day. So the surveying, the method of surveying, the instrumentation for surveying is changing a lot over period of time, and we have found that now with the present kind of instrumentation available and the methodology available, a large amount of geospatial data, that means surveying data, can be acquired, then processed using digital technologies. So now we emphasize on carrying out our surveying work using the digital instruments or digital based collection and processing. And as you all know that computer can collect, process and display large amount of spatial data with relatively ease and quickly and efficiently. So the digital mode of instrumentation followed by the computer processing is the state of art of today. So in this course we will like to learn how to collect and then subsequently collect the data using the digital mode like GPS and total stations, and then subsequently we will like to download the data to the computer to process it through using some software, and subsequently to prepare the map. Now what is done, before going further to how it is done, we should know really what is the need for surveying in our present day life, especially for engineers, especially for civil engineering projects. We need to first know about the surface of the earth. That means what is the variations of the surface of the earth, what is the height, how it is, what is the extent of its, how extent it is varied. All these things we need to know for civil engineering project. First this is the thing, then we need to know, after we know, and this is known through surveying. Now when we do carry out surveying, we do first take out the location of different points, then we prepare a map of that area, then on that map we do go for planning of civil engineering projects, then we go for design of that civil engineering work or project, and subsequently once the planning and design has been done, then again we have to come back to the field to transfer the designed layout or whatever design extension, spatial extent on the field, and that is also to be done by using surveying work, that is called staking out operation. So the engineering, especially civil engineering surveying work, engineering survey, that is called engineering survey. Engineering surveying work, first we investigate the land to work out the best position to construct the civil engineering projects. Suppose there is an area, big area. So first we need to know what is the condition of this land, and we call it the topography. We need to know. Once we know it, suppose we want to construct a road, suppose this is the alignment along which we have planned to construct the road. Now once we plan it in the map, then again we have to go into the field to establish this road in the field. That is called staking out. So all this work we need to do, and we will do by using surveying work. Now some of the salient applications of surveying that has been done or we do. You can see here the boundary of the country and also the boundaries of the states. All this has to be done by using surveying. So then if we want to know what is the coastline and then what are the waterways, and out of these waterways which are navigable, which are not navigable, all this information we do extract through surveying. Then one more application that has been shown here is the hydrographic surveying. Now hydrographic surveying means the surveying in which we do map about the amount of water, its depth, extent of the water. So that is hydrographic surveying. Now in this picture you can see, and if this generally hydrographic surveying is associated with small water bodies like lakes or river, and when we do the same work in ocean, that it is called oceanographic. Now in case of ocean, the depth of water will be much more and the variations will be more, so it has been categorized into different name. So all these work we can do using surveying. Now the most important and most prominently we do carry out surveying is for topographic surveying. Now what is topographic surveying? It is the method of surveying in which we do find out the location of different objects, like here you can see this is the red line which is the village road or some road having no metal. There are some, this is the black line which is the railway line. Then you can see this blue line which is the river water. Then these lines, that consecutive lines, these are called contours, and there are so many built up areas. You can see the villages in the red spots. Then like this black line, small, these are the valleys along which the water will flow and will come to main river. So all these detail we do carry out during the topographic surveying, and that provides us the, basically topographic surveying is to locate the prominent objects and to have the height of different points. From the different heights of different points we do interpolate to get these contour lines, and these contour lines provides us the ridge line or the valley line, then also the location of other details. So actually surveying in case of civil engineering we are mostly concerned, or we mostly work for topographic surveying, and the end product, this is the topographic map which has been produced after taking the field measurement and then going for mapping purpose. Another area which is where the surveying is being used extensively, it is the mine surveying. Now for mine surveying it can be done, there are two ways. We know that mines are, some mines are open cast mines, that means the minerals are available on the surface of the earth, and in that case we go for open cast surveying, for open cast mining, and that gives us the various feature of the mines, the amount of mineral that will be available, and so many other things. And many mines are available underground. So also we carry out surveying inside the underground mines. So these are the various some salient applications where surveying is being used. Another area nowadays where surveying is being used to develop the data bank, that means we need to develop a archive or repository where we need to store the data about the different objects or features on the surface of the earth, like land use, land cover map, other natural resources information. So this can be done by using surveying. Now there are different types of surveying depending upon what are the different types of work we do during surveying, or what is the purpose of doing some surveying. Like if we want to establish the control point, so control point now what is control point? Control points are the station or points having known location. So if we want to establish control point, means if we want to find out the location of any points, or if we want to establish the location of any points, that type of surveying is called control surveying. So when sometimes we do carry out surveying to establish the control point, and that is called control surveying. Now sometimes we need to know the different parcel of lands, the boundaries of different properties. So in those cases the method of surveying or the surveying we go for, that is called land surveying. So in land surveying we do find out the boundary of a parcel of land, we do find out the area of parcel of land, we do find out the different land cover types or area of land covers, like that. Now another surveying which is very important or which is being done very frequently, that is called topographic surveying. As I already told you, in topographic surveying fundamentally we do go for planimetric positioning or planimetric location of objects on the surface of the earth and their elevations along with many other elevations. So, suppose I have an area where there is a river and then road, then tree is there, then there may be a building, something like that. So, in this case what we will do? We do find out the location of some salient points along roads like this, and then if we join the location of these points we will get the road. Similarly, for regular geometric figure we can get the corner, and if we join we will get this building, then location of this tree. And now we also want to know how the terrain is varying, the height is varying. So, for that we need to have the height of some salient points all throughout. So, and these points should be well distributed, and wherever there is some more variations there should be more closer points, like that some. So, when we know the elevation of all these points, now between then we will develop the contours in between these elevations to represent the nature of the terrain. So, from elevations we will get contours. So, the planimetric position of the objects along with the contours define the topographic map, as I had shown you earlier. This is the topographic map. This is one of the topographic map of an area. Now, surveying is also carried out for engineering purposes, that is called engineering project work, that is called engineering survey. Now, engineering survey, when the surveying is being carried out for any engineering project. So, in engineering project surveying is done under 3 steps. First step is called reconnaissance survey. Now, during reconnaissance survey, a surveyor goes to the project area and then collect different information about the area so that he can plan for subsequent actual surveying. Then after reconnaissance survey we do collect the preliminary data, and then we do plan our work. Then we go for preliminary survey. During preliminary survey we actually collect the different measurements or data about the surface which is of our interest for the project. So, actual field surveying work is done during preliminary survey, and once the data has been collected during preliminary survey we come back to the office and we process the data, we find out the different parameters, we prepare the map. On that map we do lay out the say engineering project, then we plan, design, and once this has been designed properly, again on that map we do actually set our project and we do find out the salient points. Suppose we want to construct a building of rectangular shape, because I am taking a very simple case. Then within this area, this is the location where we will be getting our building. So now in the office we will like to determine also the location of these points. So once it is known from the map what is the location of this, then again we will go back to the field and we will transport this location in the actual field, that is called staking out operation or also called set out work. So that is also a very big important step to be done during our engineering project, and that is also done through surveying. Next, if the engineering survey is particularly done for laying out a route, route means like road, railway line, it may be canal, it may be pipeline. So that is called route survey. So the surveying which we do conduct to lay a route is called route survey. In this also we have these three steps: reconnaissance survey, preliminary survey, and then setting out or staking out operation. Then construction survey. When a construction work is going on, we do also conduct surveying to monitor the progress of the construction work, and that type of surveying is called construction survey. Also to find out whether the construction is going on at proper location or not, whether the height is of proper height or the location of the different members are at appropriate location or not. So many other things we do during construction work through surveying, and that is called construction survey. Then hydrographic survey, as I already told, hydrographic survey means it is the survey where we do find out the boundaries of the water bodies or the corners of the water bodies, and then what are the different depths at different location of the water bodies, and that is called hydrographic survey. Now one more another important type of survey is astronomical survey, in which we do find out the astronomical latitude and astronomical longitude of any location on the surface of the earth, any location of the earth from observation to the heavenly bodies. So astronomical survey is primarily for astronomical latitude longitude as well as to get the azimuth of a line. So of course nowadays after the advent of GPS it has become of low preference, but specifically for many other works still astronomical survey is important. And the mine survey, already I had shown you that we can carry out surveying in mines, open cast mine as well as underground mines. So whatever is the purpose, we will see that the surveying has some particular way to be done and some particular parameters to be measured, and all these surveying can be done whatever we will learn in this course with some understanding to the purpose for which you have to do the work, you can do the work. Now as I told you that the surveying is a very old science and subsequently it is developing, and it's nowadays it has developed in a very technologically it is highly developed. So as the developments are going on, also society has a more demands on us to have more and more amount of geospatial data, and quality of data should be better and better. That means we are in need to get more accurate location. So this is a very big challenge for the surveyors to collect a large amount of data in a less amount of time as well as very accurate data. Further, nowadays we need to have topographic maps having larger scale, and then also digital maps. So because we are now going more to digital platforms, we are trying to analyze many of the activities, or we are planning many of the works in digital platform. So more and more digital maps are important and required, so that is also a challenge. So this course we have developed so that you can do some really good work which will be useful for Indian society for marching towards digital India. Another thing is coming up in India is that rapid transit system, and for rapid transit system we need very accurate staking out operation, and that is also a challenge with this modern development. Then drilling rigs, well exploration offshore, all these needs very accurate location, because otherwise lots of costs are involved in digging the offshore well fields. So if we go by some few meters also, a lot of money will get spoiled if it is not correct. So they demand very accurate location. Then deformation. Nowadays many structures are getting deformation. We want to know what is the amount of deformation, whether it is acceptable limit or not. For that reason we need to go for instrumentation, and surveying instrument may be used to find out those deformations very accurately, and they demand, the society demands to make use of instrumentation to get very precise deformation. So that is also a challenge. Then some movements like many of you must be knowing that Indian plate is moving towards China plate. So as a result of this, earthquake is coming, some other devastation is coming, landslide is taking place. So though it seems that we are in a platform, means stable platform or plate, but actually we are moving. This is not perceptible. So we need to know really how much we are moving, and this can be done through surveying, and this required to be done through surveying, and that is also a challenge for us to know and to go for. So with digital mode of surveying we can really face these challenges, and that is the reason why we are looking for digital land surveying and mapping course, and we have developed with an aim so that you student in future can face these challenges with full confidence and vigor. So with this I would like to conclude today's class. Before concluding, I like to summarize what it is being taught in this class. Surveying is the science of measurement of the surface of the earth, and it is being very useful, or it is the most important and most fundamental requirement for any engineering, specifically civil engineering project. However, that is the reason why the surveying is developing and new technologies are coming, new methodologies are coming, and as per the new challenges and demands of the societies, that means to have a large amount of data in a less amount of time, more accurate data, and that has to be processed nicely, and to have a digital map, large scale map, digital data. So all these things has pushed us to go for digital land surveying work. So with this I like to conclude this class, and I had included the glossary as well as review questions for you to study, and if you want to know more about this class you can go through these two books. Thank you very much.